Let's go.
$10 billion sounds like a big investment. Tell our listeners how that breaks down.
Well, I think the first and the largest piece of this investment is $4 billion over 5 years for what's going to be called a housing accelerator fund. Because what we've been saying at the federal government level is we know that we need to increase the supply of housing for Canadians. And to do that best, we need to encourage, via Canada Mortgage Housing Corporation, working with other levels of government to make sure that any bottlenecks that there are in the system, that we can get housing approved and get housing built. That's the largest, I would say, largest chunk. And then we've been doing this, what's called a Rapid Housing Initiative. And we're putting another $1.5 billion. It's been great success to build another 6,000 new affordable housing units across the country. A number of other measures. I know you're doubling the first-time homebuyers tax credit, supporting a rent-to-own. And then, probably something that I think a lot of Canadians have been asking about is, the extent of foreign investment in the Canadian housing market. And banning that foreign investment in the Canadian housing market. I think it's putting a pause on that to ensure that Canadians have the first opportunity to purchase a home.
Now, we've also heard about the tax-free First Home Savings Account. How will it help those first-time buyers?
Oh, Tina, we've come out with some great measures in a number of budgets that we've done over years. And I think this measure that you've identified, the tax-free First Home Savings Account, is going to allow Canadians that, are starting off in the workforce, looking to buy a home, maybe not today, but in a couple of years, to save up to $40,000. And it's going to work literally like an RSP, but even improve from an RSP, because the money that you put into the tax-free First Home Savings Account will be actually tax deductible, and will be deducted from your taxes. And then when you take it out, actually will be tax free, and you can save up to $40,000, and that will that you can utilize to put towards the purchase of your first property. And there are some details with regards to that, and happy to answer them with any of your viewers as we go forward. But I think this is going to be a very, very popular savings vehicle for individuals starting off in the workforce and looking to buy their first home and willing to save. And the government will help them. You'll get a big tax deduction when you make the donation or the investment, and you can take it out tax free to buy your first home.